Welcome to this week's episode of the Growth Journey Show, the weekly show for business leaders looking to grow their business. What are we talking about this week, Steve?
This week we're talking about the difference between a strategy and a plan.
So why are we talking about that this week?
We're talking about this week, Chris, because we've been doing a lot of looking at the services and the activities that we undertake for clients and really looking to group those into strategic activities and planning activities and execution activities so we can better explain that to our customers.
So what's the tedious link with our location?
Tedious link to our location is I'm going on holiday in a week's time and I'm doing a lot of journey planning. We thought a map would be a really good analogy for explaining this difference.
So what's the dictionary definition of a strategy?
Dictionary definition of a strategy is a high-level plan to achieve a goal under conditions of uncertainty.
So using the beautiful map of France here, what would be your goal?
My goal is to travel from Poole and get down to Nantes by mid-afternoon on Saturday.
And what is your strategy to achieve that goal?
My strategy is that I've looked into various different travel options and I've decided that travelling by car and ferry is going to be my best option because I've got a large family and a lot of stuff to take with us on holiday.
And what's the plan that you're going to use to execute on the strategy?
The plan is much more detailed, so it's what time I'm going to get up, when I'm going to have the car packed by, when I'm going to arrive at the ferry port in Poole, when the ferry's going to get into Cherbourg and the roads that I'm going to travel on down to Nantes.
So what conditions of uncertainty might you face? How will they impact your goal, your strategy and your plan?
Well, potential conditions of uncertainty in this scenario is that we've got some bad weather, the ferry can't cross, and I need to then change my plan to go and get the Channel Tunnel here that's not affected by the weather and take very different roads getting down to Nantes. My goal hasn't changed, my strategy hasn't changed, but I will be arriving in Nantes much later than I'd initially planned.
So enough talking about Steve's holiday. How do we bring it back to a business context? Give me an example of a business goal.
Business goal might be to increase your revenues by 50% over the next 3 years.
And what might an example of a strategy be to achieve that goal?
A strategy might be to penetrate specific markets with an existing product or service to achieve that specific revenue goal.
And what's some ideas of what a plan might look like to achieve that strategy?
Well, a plan would be going into a lot more detail. So exactly what are those markets? How many sales do you need to achieve? Over what time frame are those sales going to grow? So what are your year 1 targets, year 2 targets, and year 3 targets to ultimately achieve that revenue growth goal?
And what conditions of uncertainty might you face?
Well, you might have decided that Google AdWords is going to be a great marketing channel to achieve the penetration and awareness in that market. And then you start the advertising. And let's say that 6 months later, the advertising is getting much more expensive than you initially estimated. And therefore, you're going to need to change your plan to bring your cost per inquiry down to your target level.
So if somebody's watching this video and they're thinking they haven't got a strategy, what they've really got is a plan, what tips might you be able to give them to get them to build a strategy for their business and not just build a plan?
Well, I think initially you're going to need to do some detailed research and really get the insights that are going to power the strategy. Have a really clear goal and understand your different modes of potential travel to achieve that goal. And then get your key decision makers in a room together and the key people in the business in a room together and really thrash out those different opportunities. You may find you need to go and research them in further detail, but then look to sum that up into 1 or 2 lines, a short paragraph of what your overall strategy is for that period in time.
Hope you found the tips in this video useful. This has been the Growth Journey Show, the weekly show for business leaders looking to grow their business. Until next week.